head, try to educate the heart.
Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to bring you along to show you my experience of Writtle College in the UK. I was visiting them on their open day and I thought I'd show you guys my opinion and the campus and everything basically to do with it. So getting to Writtle College first of all, well, it's not the closest to London in the sense that I don't have a car here in the UK, so I had to take public transport. The train ride was absolutely okay. I got the train from Liverpool Street to Chelmsford bus station and that took about 30 minutes I think, so that was perfectly okay. The part that was a bit, let's call it annoying was the bus ride because I couldn't find the right bus to get on. We had to walk I think for about 15 minutes to get to the campus. Unfortunately, due to our bus issues, we were late. So we missed the speech by the Vice Chancellor and the Students' Union President, which was supposed to be from 10:30 to 11. We got there around like 11:00 something, which was the specialist course talk. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what we got on our little welcome package. I got this extremely cute little kind of, I guess you can call it a tote bag, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And then I got this which just has all of the information about the courses and accommodation, I think. Yes, this is the course information. Then I got one about accommodation. There was a general one that I also got in the mail about a week or maybe 2 weeks before the actual open day itself. And then this is the program itself. Oh, and then there was also this pen. You gonna focus? Come on. Do you think it's gonna focus? Aha, there we go. Yeah, so just this little pen, basically. Those were the things that I got in my little information packet. One thing that I found extremely interesting and great is that you can bring your own horse to Writtle College. They have a very limited amount of DIY liveries. DIY liveries here in the UK basically just means that you have to feed, muck out, put the horses in the field all kind of by yourself. But on the other hand, it is the cheapest type of boarding here in the UK. And they also have something called the Equine Academy, which they've been running for 2 years, in which 6 to 12 riders. So that means that 6 riders who have their own horse and 6 riders who just want to improve. If you're in the Equine Academy, then you have a lot of kind of strength training. So you have, I think they said it was like, not karate, but it was something along those lines, like a martial arts. They have Pilates, they have swimming, they have cycling, and then they also get lessons with all sorts of instructors that come to their facilities. And it's basically for anybody who is currently competing or really quite close to competing and wants to continue and doesn't want to kind of leave that part of their life out just because they've gone to university, which I think is really great, although I think that this 12 is a little low. We then all got on a surgeon bus and they showed us, well, basically they took us back to the cow watering campus, which I found quite funny because I'm a child. And then they showed us around the kind of equestrian part of the campus. It was extremely beautiful. From what I could count, I think that they have 3 indoor arenas. They have currently, I'm not sure how many horses, but a lot of horses. They have a horse walker, which isn't a circle, but it's an oval shape, which is amazing in my mind. Because they were saying that walking the horses in like a circle shape, it really puts a lot of pressure on their, like the inner, I think it was their hocks or their tendons, I'm not 100% sure, and so that's why they have like an oval one, and every 5 or 10 minutes it turns around so that they don't like over stress one of their tendons. We also got to see a horse walking on the water treadmill. I'm sure that it has a very specific name that I just can't think of at the moment. The horse was extremely cute, but I guess that's not really the main point. They showed us that it's for all of the broodmares. So yeah, that was also really interesting. It's an extremely beautiful facility. All of their facilities are absolutely amazing. I was just amazed. I can just say amazing about 8 more times just to make sure that everyone knows how amazed I was. The campus is extremely huge. So that part was absolutely amazing. Once again, amazing. On the negative side, because after we had our kind of walk around, we then were taken back to the campus where we were showed accommodation, which this is one of the cons that I'm definitely going to have to list. Although I don't plan or wouldn't plan on living there, I wouldn't really recommend it because it's absolutely tiny. And then we were allowed to talk to a bunch of like advisors. This is the part that kind of put me off the school, I guess, in a way, because I got to sit down with the career advisor who, I'm sure maybe I misunderstood something, but he didn't really give me any additional information or support, which was a bit of a letdown in my mind. Because I asked him, because I really want to do this equine physiotherapy course, and like I asked him like, okay, so what kind of jobs are there? Is there a market for an equine physiotherapist in the UK? And basically said, yeah, there is a market. It's hard to get into it. It's a hard market to get into, but yeah, I would say that there is a job. And so I was like, okay, I'm currently working in online marketing. Would there be something that how I would be able to pair the two? And then he was like, yeah, you could be like an assessor for a insurance company. That way you could pair your online marketing knowledge and I'm sure that, or you could work in online marketing for like a feed brand. And I'm really sorry, but I don't want to work in that kind of area. Like, I do understand that has a tiny bit to do with online marketing, but I don't know, I just thought that he would be able to say a bit more and not kind of give me the answer of, well, yes you can, but no, but yes, I guess yes you can. Because I mean, I did know this much prior to going to the college. I then talked to the admissions and the finance ladies. They were extremely nice. Unfortunately, because I already have a master's degree, even though I did not do it in the UK and I didn't have any financing behind it, I am still not allowed to apply for a student loan. So I would have to pay the school basically without a student loan, which is quite a big chunk of money. The only thing that they can do is they allow you to pay per year, that you can split it into 3. So you pay 33% in, I think, like in your first week, and then about 2/3 of the way through you pay another 33%, and then in the end you would pay for 34%, making 100% of the payment per year, which is a bit of, obviously it's a bit of help than having to pay the whole fee in advance on your first day or before your first day, but yeah, that is kind of the downside to it, although this isn't really the school's fault. It's more just the way that the UK system is. Another downside that I would say is, as I mentioned at the very beginning, getting there. So I definitely think that if you're not living on campus, which I don't recommend, you definitely need a car. I'm sure that there are a lot of students who don't have a car and they're perfectly happy doing that, but from what I gathered by trying to get there by public transport, it's really very difficult. And let's say if you don't have many hours to get somewhere and then get back, then I wouldn't recommend it at all. So just to quickly summarize overall, the positive side of Writtle College is I think that they have a really beautiful campus. I think that their courses are really great. 3 years in like university is not bad at all. From what I saw, the teachers and like the staff who were working there extremely supportive and helpful, or that's what they made me believe on the open day. But from what I've seen in England, that is really just the general gist of the whole thing. On the negative side though, the accommodation is not really the best at all. I wouldn't live there. I'd rather find a flat and, I don't know, like live in a flat share with other people, but no, I wouldn't want to live there. And also the funding side for me is a little bit of a negative. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!